Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Some of the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
When you think back over the last couple decades, Mike, I'm not sure there was a more impressive rookie NFL quarterback season than what we saw a year ago out of Jaden Daniels. Not only personally, the efficiency, the effectiveness, the explosiveness in production, but the ability to turn around a franchise in Washington that hadn't seen greatness and hadn't seen success in what seems like ages. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, it is a new era of Washington command. They got themselves to the playoffs a year ago. I wouldn't be shocked to see them playing in that NFC Championship game come the end of this season.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Washington.
16 yards. And a Commanders 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Rolling right. He's going to run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
more yards. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll give on the ground, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
Cooper DeJean on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one complete to Jalen Lane. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. Up first, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Pass caught left side, that's Ertz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. To the air again is Daniel. Get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
18-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and they get another first down.
No turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll find his receiver, Hurstmore. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Commander. A terrific way to start this one. Not only march down the field, makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Eagles nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Yeah! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So, here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You know, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is always a difficult one because to a lot of people outside, they strictly look at the box score. They look at his passing numbers and touchdown numbers, and they say, okay, he's a second-tier quarterback. But when you look at the situation he's in, the style of play in which they ask him to do, be the field general of a very talented and very balanced offense in Philadelphia, he is the exact perfect quarterback that they need to execute that vision. So he's not going to throw for 40 touchdowns. He's not going to throw for 5,000 yards, and that's exactly the way they want it. He is as dynamic, he is as competitive, and as good as any quarterback in the NFL.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, here's Hurts. He'll step up and run, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Flush to his right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical 4th down stop.
The Commanders' offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 45. John Campbell, 1st-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Daniel. He'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Third and short, and it's Daniel. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This one is caught by Dotson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Daniels now on 1st down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Daniels. Looking to Samuel on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Commanders with the in the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Gravity taken in by Krosky Merritt. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Keep it in the air, here's Daniels. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw with Daniels. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And a good job rallying for the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Again, Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Downfield, there's the veteran Hurts. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
As they try to run it here, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the shotgun on 3rd. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
47-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Commanders stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Bigsby to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That one good for 26 yards.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 22
That's
yards.
his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On first down, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3 more yards.
That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
From all the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now they'll be looking at third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And in that spot, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. slot man gonna move in motion left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
2nd and 11. On play action, Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 81 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, it is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are back within one score. It is an 8-point game.
17, Eagles 9.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Moore going in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
At the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's Hurts. That's caught left side by Garland. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive started. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
6-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Hurts now. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
12 more yards.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
At the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts will try it again. This one is caught by Dotson.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On first down, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay, the timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. That's taken in. Alcantara's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Greg Alcantara. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Now Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. 1st down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that 1st down.
Hurts again. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. Open receiver is Dodson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's Goddard in motion. He'll try to run here with Barkley. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
39-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Daniels going to keep this himself.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's that, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st down, it's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a 10-yard
The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller, in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately, it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real low.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Daniel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Rolling to the left. He'll try to run for it.
It's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big play for the Eagles. 35 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the 1st down.
15 more yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. 4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Still 1st down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Barkley. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
What are y'all doing? No way, you're kidding me!
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Saquon. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and goal for Hurts. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Grant up the terror. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. There's Ertz. He's got it right side.
as a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hurts going to keep it on the option. Oh, the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
3rd and 15.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
3rd and long for Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That's caught. That's Wayne. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Moore going in motion. They'll stick with him again. Look at him go! Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Washington. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. The Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 31, Eagles 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Bigsby to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. the play fake. Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run. It's Barkley. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Third and short. Hurts will throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Eagles 34, Commanders 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. On play action, Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. Complete, and he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. Beyond midfield to the 45. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Smith. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. It is 3rd and long. Once again, it's Barkley. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That one complete to Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Commanders first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Samuel has it working in the middle.
Complete to number 1, Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's second down. Throwing again, Daniel. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.